Has this ever happened to you?
I have way too many guitars and I have no idea where to put them.
If that footage resonated with some of our viewers at home, then have no fear, stick around because I'm going to show you how to build your own DIY multi-guitar rack stand. It suits 5 guitars for about $26 worth of materials that you can find at your local hardware store. It'll take about 6 hours to build, and you just need a couple of tools lying around. So just come with me and we'll go to my garage and I'll show you what you need. All right, the first thing you're gonna need to build the guitar rack is the motivation to get out of bed in the morning. But the second thing you're gonna need is a drill, another drill, some black paint, a tape measure, tools that you can use to sand wood, 1, 2, 3 2x4s, 8 feet long, some rubber pipe insulation, a box of 2.5-inch drywall screws, one of these saws, some blueprints that are roughly based off a YouTube video, links in the description, to another DIY build. And last but not least, some water, because it's 90 degrees right now and it's hot. Stay hydrated, kids. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is draw all of the measurements onto your 2x4s. Once you've got the lines drawn in your wood, you're gonna wanna get out your saw, line it up, and get cutting. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna wanna do is take all of this wood that you've cut and you're gonna wanna sand it, make it less coarse. When I sand things down, I like to use 3 different grits. You have one that's a 60 grit sandpaper, one is a 120 grit, and then a 240. You start low and you kind of work your way up, going up and down the wood. You'll kind of see as I'm doing it.
A few moments later.
Action. So I just finished sanding the first coat with a 60. Now I'm gonna do the next coat.
Three hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Alright, so I finally finished sanding all of the wood, and if you take a look at it, if you see how smooth it is compared to the way that it was, you'll see that all of that work was really worth it. Now, it's been a few hours, I'm really hot. I'm gonna take a quick break, but then I'm gonna get to building this thing, then painting it, and then it'll be done. Time to get cleaning. Okay, great. So now that all the wood is sanded, you can go back to your guide that I drew here. Just kind of get a rough idea of what piece is going to go where, and now you can start building it. Let's get going. So it's now really late, many hours later, but I finally built this. Get the string out of the way. Here's the structure so you can kind of see it. It's not that big, or it's not too heavy, but it's very sturdy. You can tell by the way that everything's all screwed in. Show you guys really quick. They're about 7 or 8 inches apart. We've got the spacers all going up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces for the guitars. Yeah, so now we just got to paint it. First I'm going to clean everything up, paint it black, and then, yeah.
Day 2.
And would you look at that, it's the next day. So what you're gonna wanna do now is take this plastic tubing, stick it around like that. You're gonna wanna take some scissors, snip it there. You're gonna wanna remove the sticky side. There's a liner, you're gonna wanna remove that. You're gonna peel that off, and then you're gonna wanna apply pressure as you stick it on to the side of the guitar rack. I'm gonna drill the holes for the wheels. All right, it's on wheels. I'm gonna have to run to Lowe's real quick to get some more of the pads. I'll be right back. Don't you love making the second trip to the hardware store because you need more materials? All right, I got what I needed. You're gonna wanna cut 1.5 inches long. You're gonna remove the sticky sides on each end. You're gonna line this with super glue, stick it up. All right, as you can see, we are done.
Now it's time to get it in the studio and load it with the guitars.
Alright, so as you can see, the multi-guitar rack stand is finally complete. There's 4 guitars on it right now, and there's enough room for a 5th one just in case I happen to either get none out of the guitar or there's another one in my studio for whatever reason. Yeah, but the padding is doing a really great job at keeping the guitars snug, not scratching it. The wood is holding up, it's very sturdy, and it's on wheels, so I can really move it anywhere in my studio that I see fit. And also, one of the benefits I think of building your own gear as compared to buying it from a store is that you can really customize this to your liking. To me, these dimensions happen to work, and I happen to need 5 slots, but if you need more or less slots, you could just change the dimensions of the blueprints that I gave you or that the gentleman in the link in the description gave you. You could just take those dimensions and change them to the size that works with your studio. You can use a smaller type of wood, you can do a different kind of paint, don't have to sand. You can really, the opportunities are endless. It's up to you, whatever you want to do that works best for you. Like another option that I plan on doing for this is I have an extra guitar rack. I want to stick that right there, and I can use that to either hang a ukulele, maybe some more cables. Really, I can customize this to my liking, and I think that that's something that's really, really cool. This was a pretty simple project to build. It really only took me about a few hours, $26 worth of materials, which is amazing because I've seen products that are similar to this go for $96 on Amazon, which is crazy. And I do have Amazon Prime, but I don't have $96 to spend on a guitar stand. So I just think this is a cheap option that you could try. It was a lot of fun. It was my 6th woodworking project like this. Yeah, so I hope this helped you out. Feel free to share with me if you decide to follow this and build your own rack. Send me a link. Head to my website, tjyoungmusic.com. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.